Hi guys, this is Ashley, your scrapping nerd, and I have day 28 of 31 days of cut file fun from MK at some assemblage required, so make sure you go check out her channel. This whole background changed from what I had planned, but I did use this vellum that I had sprayed previously to back the cut file. But so here's the cut file, and I sprayed it with Nuvo Sparkle Spray in Morning Fog, and then backed it with that vellum that was already sprayed with some other sprays. I don't remember which one. I just had it saved in my stash. But I decided I wanted to have like rays coming out of the star, which is where I started. I still use the rays, but they're not coming out of the star in the end result. But what I did is I took this paper that's got stars on the other side, and I drew lines coming from the middle of it. And you all know how I feel about triangles and angles. So, you know, this is not perfect. But I then numbered them on the paper so that I would have them in the same order once I cut them, so that I wouldn't get them all mixed up, because again, I don't do angles. But so I then wanted to back it, but first I wanted to lay out the rays and see how they look. And so you can see it's the other side is this silver star paper. And so I'm just going through, and like I said, I numbered them so I know which order they go in. And I only wanted them to be on half of the page, and I originally wanted them to come from the star like you're seeing here, but in the end they'll actually be behind the photo. And the photo is just me and my husband at New Year's Eve. And so here's where I thought I was going to line up the rays with the star cut file so that it would be in the middle. But again, that's not what happens. And so I'm going to do half of the layout with this purple and behind the rays so that it separates the star paper from the black paper. And I will have another purple on the other half in a different pattern, which I kept the black because it was a nice base for the layout. And then the other side, it has a small border around that's black. But so here's where I'm laying all the rays out, and then I'm going to cut them off of the paper. And I'm sure there's probably an easier way to do all this, but I just don't do well with the angles, so I have to do it the long way and waste all those little bits of paper. But this is what I'm going to use on the other side. I really liked this. It looked like bubbles to me, but I didn't want them because they looked like bubbles. I just thought it looked good next to these lines for the rays. And I put it on the left side, and you can see there's the thin black border around. And I'm still thinking I'm going to put that star in the middle. And then once I put the picture in the middle, I was like, oh, I like that a lot better. And I still was fiddling with where I was going to put the star by the photo. But I backed the photo in a black photo mat and still working on which side I wanted the star on. And because I couldn't decide which side, I just cut it so I could put it on both sides. And so you'll see and then I have to pop it up on foam because of how I backed the star. It's a little bit thicker, and so I only have to back the photo on the foam. And so then I have never done this, but I went through all of my ephemera and just put purple things on here, purple and black things. So I have a bunch of sentiments that aren't really necessarily particular to the photo, but they matched because they are purple. Like that little flag on the journaling card says like a dream. This one says happiness is time with you. You know, I brought that little star border out. So this was kind of fun. I've never done that before, just pick out because of colors. But a lot of you that I've watched on YouTube separate your ephemera by color, and you just do that. And so I thought that was an interesting way to add the ephemera to the layout. But so you can see I used that other half of the star cut file on the other side of the layout, or on the other side of the picture, and I think that helped balance it out, and I really liked it. While I'm fiddling around with the layout here, make sure you check out all the links below in the description box for 31 days of cut file fun. There's a Facebook group, There's a playlist, a lot of inspiration in both, so make sure you go check them all out. The Together title is from Jelly Bean Soup Garden Harvest, and I really liked that down there. And it looks like it blends in, but you can see it better in person. And this says Everyday Magic. Again, like I said, I liked how it just had the purple and the black, and I think it matched. And then the white from the journaling card kind of balanced out the white background of that sentiment. So this was a struggle. I had a whole other background in the beginning, but I really liked how this turned out in the end. I just put some controlled splatter there with the Morning Fog Nouveau spray. But that's the layout. Thank you to everyone who's liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below. And I hope everyone has a great day. Bye.